Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's going to be a little different from what I usually do. I'm going to be showing you how to contour, highlight, and bake. Now, all of you are already familiar with what contouring is, but I'm sure that not a lot of you are familiar with what baking is. Basically, baking is the process of letting setting powder sit on your face for a couple minutes. Some people do it for an hour. And it just creates and leaves you with this finished, flawless, airbrushed look. Like, you look amazing after. I would not recommend it as a daily routine because it is a lot of makeup packed onto your face. So this is more of a glamorous glow, night out kind of statement that you want to make. And that explains the reason why there's an unfinished business going on here, because this video is going to be a talk through video. It is not a talk over, so I'm just going to show you step by step on how I contour, highlight, and bake. Anyway, without further ado, let's continue with this video, so keep watching. I've already applied my foundation, I've already done my eyes, my eyebrows. I usually don't do my eyebrows before concealer, but you know, just for the process of showing you something kind of pretty going on here, I did this. I made an exception. Anyway, first we're going to start off with concealer. Concealer to me is probably one of the most crucial parts in this process. What you want to use is a very creamy, thick consistency concealer because those are the easiest to set. Now, what I'll be using today is the Match Rimmel. I've already used this in my past video. And this is a concealer that's probably 2-3 shades lighter than me. I would say 3 shades lighter than me. This is more of a, if you want that really bright under eye kind of way. But if you want more of a natural look, you can definitely go with a concealer that's 1 shade or the same color as your foundation. So basically, what I'm going to do is apply this concealer. Put a lot. It's okay though. I'm going to apply this concealer under my eye in a triangle formation-ish. Okay, now ladies. Don't worry about applying too much concealer because I'm going to use a beauty blender, and basically what a beauty blender does is it just absorbs the excess product. I'm sorry guys, my camera decided to fuck up. Anyway, now that you've already highlighted your under eye, I'm also going to highlight the bridge of my nose. I already did that. That's when my camera died. I'm also going to do sort of like palm tree leaves on my forehead. If you have a big forehead, I suggest you keep the highlight minimal. If you have a very small forehead, you can keep the highlight a little bit bigger. Sort of have like a in-betweenish forehead right on my chin. Like I got 3 strikes. And you also want to highlight right here. I wouldn't suggest putting a lot of concealer right there. I did, but now for contouring, I am going to be using the Anastasia Contour Cream Kit. This is the first one she launched. I'm not a very big fan of it, sorry Anastasia, but the concealers were very, were not creamy enough, they're super dry. The new one she did launch, like the revamped one or the updated one, I don't know. They're pretty good, so if you're thinking about getting this, you can definitely get it. I'm going to be using this flat foundation brush, and I'll be using this color called Cinnamon right through the middle, right here, I think. And basically, I'm going to start off with contouring the hollows of my cheekbones, and what you can do is just take any pencil brush or any brush and just roll it down until you feel a dent, and then that's where you'll be drawing the line. You don't want to go past mid-eyebrow because then you're going to look, it won't look natural, not like this is natural, because you all know makeup is not natural, you know. Just apply that there. I'm also going to be applying it right on my forehead just to minimize the hugeness of it right there. Sorry if I was covering it. I wouldn't suggest applying it on your temples because you definitely want to bring this up and not close it. So let's keep this open right there. And also a little bit right on my jaw. taking that same color, applying it. What's that? I don't know what happened. Taking that same color, cinnamon, I'm just going to apply it right on my nose. Right there, right there, just not like that right there. Now let me finish the other side. Closer to God than we've ever been now. Sipping slow, talking loud. One thing I almost forgot is if you do suffer from a lot of redness around your nose area, I suggest you apply a little bit of that highlight right there as well. And also right here, so you can just cover those expression lines, and bring the middle, because you want the center of your forehead, the center of your face to be highlighted, and like right here, contoured. Now, taking a beauty blender, we're going to start by blending out that highlight under our eyes, and what you want to do is patting motions, because you don't want to rub this concealer around, you don't want to pat it into your skin. Blending out that highlight, you don't want to mix it into the contour, because you do want your nose to be contoured and not looking all blotched. So just pat it up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Morphe Stippling Black Brush M436, and I'm just going to finish blending out that highlight so it can be a little more blended out than I want it to be. Now you have your highlight all blended out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and blend out my contour, and after my contour, it's when I'm going to start with the baking. I'm going to use this Real Techniques brush and I don't know, sculpting brush. Oh, perfect, sculpting brush. And I'm going to use this to blend out my contour. Now when you're blending out your contour, you want to blend upwards, not downwards, because then you're just defeating the point of contouring. So do this in circular motions. And at first, after you blend out your contour, you might think it looks really choppy and super ugly, but it's okay because we're not finished yet. And just blend it out as much as you can now. See how this contour ran down a little bit? We're going to fix it. Like the forehead. If you have a big forehead, definitely want to blend it downwards. If you have a really small forehead, you don't want to blend it downwards as much because then you're just going to make it smaller. And I'm going to remember, try to leave the temples clear. Blend this one on the jawline down. You don't want to blend that one up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a smaller brush, and this one is Crown Brush. It's a C455, and I'm just going to use it to clean out my nose. Just do it in circular motions and be patient with this area because this is the area that takes forever. Definitely bring it up right here so you don't have sort of like that line that finishes. It blends inward. Blend it to your eye. Now what I'm going to do to clean up that contour bit is just take a little bit of that concealer and draw a line right here and right on the other side as well. And we're going to use this 3D Kabuki brush from Sigma and just Since it's like it has a sharp edge, just bring it down. Before we do start baking is, if you would like your lips to look a little bit more plumped, I suggest you contour right on the bottom of your lip, like right here. Go up through that fine peel out, and you blend it out. Just blend it out with your finger. And it sort of like creates that shadow where your lip looks a little plump. Now, for the baking, I have seen people use cornstarch, flour. Those things are not meant for the face, so I wouldn't suggest you do that, but you do you, girl. I'm gonna use face setting powder. I'm gonna try this Morphe one, which is supposed to be a dupe to the Ben Nye Banana powder that everyone raves about, so let's see how it goes with this one. I'm gonna take this, which is smaller. I'm just gonna use a makeup wedge, any makeup wedge would work, and take the powder and just dab it in. It's gonna be a lot. I'm gonna apply this right under my eye, and you want to definitely, oh god, apply a lot of it. And then I'm actually working with this for the first time, so let's see how it. So we could sell out. Can you hold me down? You also want to apply it right on your nose, right here. Especially if your foundation tends to crease around your lips. Alright. Right on your chin. I'm going to do also a little bit of right on my forehead, so I can set that concealer as well. It's a little drying, this powder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this contouring brush. This is an e.l.f. one. It's super cheap, like $3. And just tap it inside. Tap off the excess. And put it right here under that contour. Like I got 3 stripes. Now, I look like a clown right now, I know, but basically what you want to do is let this set for 15 minutes. I'm going to let it set for 15 minutes. Right now, actually, it is 4:50, so around 5:55, I am just going to brush this powder off. So to finish off this contour, I'm going to be using this Morphe 530 brush. It's like super good for like getting in the hollows of your cheeks. And I'm going to be using the Anastasia Contour Kit in powder form. And I'm going to work with, actually I'm going to work with this color. I don't know the name of the color. I think it's called Havana or something like that. And I'm just going to apply it where I contoured. Do this lightly because you don't want to look crazy. So, you know, just dab it off, tap off the excess, and what's not working? You want to work in circular motions. Put that on there. Right on your forehead. Blend it off well, girl, because you don't want to look like a wreck. And right on the jawline. Any fluffy small brush. This one is from Amazon. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that same powder and highlight my nose with it. You want to be really light with this because you don't want to make your nose look like you drew a line on it. And just blend it with my nose. Blend it with my finger. Like I got 3 strikes. I need you to free me. It's a prison inside my mind. So basically now I'm just going to wait till this setting powder bakes. Basically what it does, literally just does cook on your face due to your body heat, and it will set that concealer and make sure it doesn't move, budge, or anything throughout the whole day. So, right now I'm just going to be on Instagram. And so it is 5:03, as you can see right here. So now that we're using this face flat angled brush, what I'm gonna do is dust this off my face, and all you have to do is like use a sweeping motion, and then there's that girl. Just like sweep it off, 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 sweep it off. Right from the bridge of your nose too, right on your forehead. This, yo. Wow. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to apply a little bit of blush, and I'm just going to use any blush that you want, guys. Now, remember, this video is not focused on blush, it's just focused on contouring. And using this Expert's Face Brush, you want to apply your blush right here, not on the apples of your cheekbones, because that's just going to bring everything in. You want it to keep it all lifted. So, just apply it right above, and I'm just going to use tapping motions and blend it out. And keep your blush right here and blend it upwards. Keep it in this area, guys.
Can you hold me down for one night like I got 3 strikes?
Once again, I already cleaned this brush, but this is the Morphe one that we use to contour. I like it to highlight as well. And I'm just going to use Sunburst and Bubbly from the Anastasia Glow Kit in that glow, and apply it right on my cheekbones. And this is how you want to apply it. Like right on your cheekbones, and you want to bring it in right here. Because when you smile, you don't want that highlight to be like this, but you want it to be like that. So just apply it there. Right on your temples. Catch that natural sun glow.
Need you to free me. It's a prison inside my mind. Break me, taste me, throw me up like the northern lights. Can you hold me down for one night like I got 3 strikes?
Remember to apply it on the tip of your nose. You want to have that perky nose. And just a little bit on the bridge. You also want to pat it on your forehead just a little bit to catch that glow right in the middle. Not too much, because you don't want to look like you're sweaty. You can also highlight your brow bone. I do it a lot just because I like that natural glow right here. Not natural, we don't know anything that has to do with makeup that's not natural, but you know what I mean. Take it off my brows. So now that you're done highlighting, contouring, baking, all that stuff, I'm gonna go finish my makeup. I'm not gonna show it on camera because it's just gonna take forever, and I'll be right back. Anyway, this is the finishing look. Like I said, I hope you like it, and if you like talk through videos, definitely let me know. I will do them as well, even though I'm not a fan of them because I don't like talking. I do like talking, I talk too much actually, but bye!
95 on the interstate, looking for a dinner plate.